What's up, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm Turbo John, and it is race week, baby. We are going racing this weekend. Got a lot of racing actually happening this weekend. Working on a race car, got it up on jack stands, been working on it for a couple nights, kind of taking my time. Let me show you what we got going on. Let me tell you where we're going. And if you're close by, come check us out. Comment, like, and subscribe. Appreciate it, guys. It's been hard at it this week. Hard at it. Got the radials off the car. They're pulled up. Got some new valve covers on it. These are the valve covers that actually come on the car when I got it from Jerry. But I had to weld some bungs on it. So I got them on there. They're a little shorter than the other ones. A little bit heavier duty. A little bit heavier. A little thicker. Got some studs. And I wanted to move the bungs. The way the other ones were, this bung was way back here at the back. And so, you know, you got a lot of oil coming up out of it. This line gets oil and moisture. The other one I put over here on this side. But basically, the reason they're like that is right here in these heads, there's 3 or 4 ports that go straight down to the valley down there. So I wanted to get it so that hopefully the air coming out, the crankcase pressure had a little easier route to come up. It should make it easier with it being higher instead of on here too. Hopefully it'll get less splash off the rocker arms. That's kind of the goal. So that should work out pretty good, hopefully. Been under the back of the car. So I don't know if you remember, been taking notes this year a lot. Lots of notes so that we can easily convert this thing back and forth, radials and slicks. And so we were on radials, and where our settings were on radials before, we got these 10 soldier brackets. These low prep brackets are unbelievable. They work really good. We got a 10 soldier rear end, 10 soldier anti-roll bar, custom wishbone. I don't know if that's a kit from 10 soldier or not. I think Mike just made that the wishbone, Uncle Mike over there. TBM brakes. These things are phenomenal. Strange axles, good stuff back here. So what we did on our rear end adjustment for the bar angles, we basically took the bottom bar, went up back a hole. The last time we were at the track, the bottom was a little too aggressive anti-squat wise. We were in the 7th hole down up here, and we were in the top hole up here. So that had us like, I think it was like 130% anti-squat, like 27 inches long, somewhere in that range. But we're putting slicks on it. So that's what we are doing this week. So we got slicks. We have not been on slicks in a little while. It has been a minute since we've been on slicks. So we got the Mickey Thompsons. We're going to be going to Coastal Plains Dragway. We're going to be on slicks. Shakedowns for us is like 10:30, 11 o'clock, 11:30. So we changed up our angles. We took the anti-squat out. So now we've got probably about 93% anti-squat. The other thing I did is we're going to raise the back of the car. I don't know how this is going to work. I may end up having to move the shock bracket. What I did is essentially when we're on radials, we need this to crush, right? So I'm not going to put any weight on the car because it's going to be really sticky. So I'm not going to put weight, and I'm not going to put springs. You know, normally when we put slicks on, we put a little bit of weight in the back of the car and then we change the springs. But we're going to try to do it without doing that this time. So we run it up on there, run the spring up, 15 rounds of preload. So it went from like down here up to there. So it should raise the back of the car about 1 inch. That should give us about 2.5 inches of shaft showing, 2.5 inches. And the back of the car is going to be up. If it's too high, then what we'll do is we'll move the shock bracket down on the housing. We'll go down a hole, maybe 2 holes to get the ride height back. The reason we're making this easy to swap over to is we got a race. It's going to be interesting. So it's going to be really crazy. 10-5 Life. I don't know if y'all remember me talking about it earlier in the year. They got this race. It was supposed to happen at Kinston on Thursday night, testing tunes. Well, weather got them, so they had some issues with getting reschedules. So we were 2 races getting missed. Slicks is the only rule. You got to be on a 28x10 slick, and you're running for like $1,200. 8-car shootout. So race 7 and 8 is going to happen this Saturday at Coastal Plains at Jacksonville. They just repaved the track. They got the bump out of it, so it should be nice and smooth. But it's going to be tricky because they're prepping it for radial prep. It's a radial race. So they're going to be radial prepping like yesterday, today, test and tune Friday. At the track Saturday morning, they're going to be doing some bracket stuff, but they're going to run us with it. So we appreciate them working us in and letting us run with them, but it's going to be sticky, and sticky with slicks is challenging. So I've spent the last couple days also working on the car, working on the tune-up, We've got a slick tune-up that I think is going to be good. We should get one shakedown, and then we're going to drag race. So if we can go, we'll have shakedown, 8 cars, 4 cars, 2 cars, 4 rounds on slicks. And then hopefully the timing is right, and we'll get a shakedown on radials. Because also, remember I said there was a radial race at Jacksonville this weekend. David Braxton, 252 folks, $3,000, free entry. But shakedowns are supposed to start at like 2:30, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I think first round is supposed to be a little cooler. We might end up having to go off the trailer. So if we make it to the finals, if we go out first round, then it's not a problem. If we make it to the finals in the 10.5 Life, the slick tire race, quickly switch this over back to radials. I got all my notes where I need to put the bars. I'm going to have everything ready. Jack it up, change the bar angles, change whatever we need to change back. Put the radial tune-up in it, and then go radial racing Saturday night. So that's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. I've never done this. I've done a lot of crazy stuff before, but slicks in the morning, and then radials in the afternoon, and then Sunday is King of Rico, the reschedule. Remember, there was a crash at King of Rico 3 weeks ago. So Sunday is the reschedule for that. So we got 3 races this weekend, a lot of money on the line. Hopefully the car does well. Hopefully I don't make no stupid mistakes, and we can get out there and we can make this thing go fast and get some win likes, is the plan. We'll see how it works out. So just got a couple things to finish up on the rear end. I'm going to go ahead and slap the tires on it, get the slicks on it, check the ride height. Let me throw you on time lapse. Check it out. Hang on. That's a little bit too low. I thought I had it on 15 rounds up on the spring, and now I backed it off to 10, and it's just a tad too low. So let me jack it back up, put 5 more rounds back in it. I guess I should have actually set it on the ground. It did go up, but we may end up having to, I think we need a little bit more. All right, guys, but that's going to wrap it up for tonight. I think we're ready. I spent the last hour and a half going over numbers, suspension, anti-squat, trying to figure out exactly where I want it on slicks and exactly where I want it on radials. And that way it should be an easy swap. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We're going to have fun anyway. So if you're close to Jacksonville, come check us out. 2 races at Jacksonville and then a race on Sunday at Rico. Comment, like, and subscribe. Appreciate it, guys.